Okay guys, Ivan and Susan here from Bloggers on the Loose. Today we're in I'm feeling a bit fit actually, so I'm going to play a bit of basketball, guys. I'm on this nice basketball court over here. The only problem is I forgot the basketball at home, so I can't really play. But anyway, we're over here in a suburb called Dianella, which is about 9 kilometres north of the Perth CBD. It's got a population, it's quite a big suburb actually, population of about 23,500 people, and it's built over about 10.9 square kilometres. So a reasonably big suburb, a lot of people, a lot of amenities in the area. This here behind me over here, that's the Dianella open space over there. There's a lot of that type of stuff here in this area. Parks and facilities. As you can see, I just spoke about the basketball court over here. It's quite a nice court actually, and over there's a tennis court over there, two of them there. So that's all very well kept. So we'll have a look around the suburb now and show you guys around. Okay guys, so this here is the Sterling Community Centre in Dianella, and it's used for function bookings, room hire and sports facilities. So if you need a place to book for your next function and you live in the area, Sterling Community Centres. And then you've got that big open space behind us also. So the street, we're going to walk down a few of these little side streets here. This is a very old part of Dianella over here. Like I said, there are a few new houses that have gone up. We've actually seen them demolishing some of the old houses over here. And we've actually watched the new houses go up. A couple of years ago this happened. So we'll just walk down some of these side streets over here and check it out. These houses date back probably to the 1960s, guys, some of them. You can see it's all well established over here. All the trees and stuff are very well established in this area. There'd be a lot of bore water used over there on the right. You can see it on that wall over there, discoloration. So that's caused by bore water. People sink bores and they use that water to water their gardens. And of course the water sprays onto the houses and it discolors it all. You can see on that house also there. And on the footpaths, a lot of the footpaths have all gone that brown colour. So this is the very old part of Dianella, because you can see a lot of these houses are quite old over here. And Dianella first experienced their main growth in the 1960s. That was called the boom years of this area. So when I said about 1960s houses, I was correct, because that's when the boom years started in this area. The blocks here will be fairly big, guys. You know, they'd be 700 square metres plus, because in those days we didn't have the greedy land developers around. They were probably planning their greed, but they weren't really around developing yet. And now they're putting us all on 250 50 square metre blocks, and they're calling that huge. Yeah, right. Is Ivor building up for Ivor's whinge of the day? Don't know yet. Don't know. Just going down another little side street over here, guys. It's reasonably quiet down here. Over there, between the two houses, that's a sump over there, so for runoff, water runoff and that, and same on the side, yeah. So it's owned by the water authority, water corporation over here. You can see it over there. So it's government land, that those two little blocks over there. You can see it doesn't look very, a lot of these gardens aren't kept up very good for a reasonably expensive area. I will get to that later on in the video, guys, the median price in this area. But did you guys know that Dianella was actually named after a small blue lily, which is called Dianella revoluta. That's the botanical name. I'm also a horticulturist, guys. Have to when you do YouTube, you have to be a bit of a jack of all trades, master of none. So yeah, look at this, guys. They must have gone through a bit of a change, yeah, because these are all new. So a lot of the old ones must have been demolished over here, because these houses here are very new. And you can see how the frontages have changed over here. So they've made the blocks much smaller when they've demolished. You see this frontage over here, the frontage is from one end of the block to the other, and then if you zip across the road there to the right, look how wide that is. Look how wide that frontage is. So that there across there on the right is probably a 20 metre frontage, and this one over here is probably 15 metres, so they've cut off a good 5 metres to squeeze more houses in. So some small time developers probably bought a lot of these older houses on this side and subdivided the blocks and made them smaller. So that's when the greed started, guys. Look how wide that frontage is. That's massive. It's probably, you know, that's a massive frontage, that. So anyway, there's a new house going up there, double story. Danmar Homes. They've been around for a while, but it looks like things have come to a bit of a stop. Oh no, there's a few tradies in there. There's a van there, so, but a lot of weeds have grown up. So I don't know what's going on there, but there's someone working in there today. And that house is right across the road from this park over here. Now the park doesn't look that well kept. As you can see, the grass is dead. There's a lot of branches and stuff lying in the park over there. The only decent thing in this park is the play area over there and the nice trees, but the rest of the park looks a bit run down. So yeah, there's a tradesman working on that house today over there. Now guys, we've just spotted something quite interesting over here. This is all above ground power over here in this area, but have a look at that post over there. There's no there's no wires coming towards your left. So that's where the above ground over there, they've stopped it. And where these new houses are over here, what I pointed out before, the narrow frontages, that there is underground power, because that street light over there, the power's underground over there. And then across the road over here, it's all above ground power. So it's only this new group of houses here that seems to have the underground power, because there's absolutely no wires in the air in front of this new group of houses. But as soon as you look across the road there, all the wires are up in the air, and it all runs to a house. But over here, nothing runs to a house. So everything's underground over here. Why didn't they just do the whole suburb underground, sink the whole lot at once? So they're doing bits and pieces. So obviously this developer thought probably added an extra 5,000 Australian dollars onto each block and made the purchaser pay for the underground power. I would do the same. I would probably prefer underground power, to be honest. But it looks a bit weird. You're surrounded by all these wires over here, and these are all underground. Now guys, so this here is the Dianella Plaza. This is the closest shopping centre, or the shopping centre in the suburb of Dianella. And there are a few other little shops around the place, but the major ones close by to this shopping centre is Mirrabooka Square and Morley Galleria, if you want to do major shopping. So this will service you for your supermarkets, because you can see Coles over there, and there's also Woolworths in this shopping centre, and a few specialty shops. So the Dianella Plaza is the place to be if you're living in the area to do your minor shopping. There's Coles over there, guys, get you all your groceries and stuff. And then you've got a fruit and veggie shop over here. That'll get you, the fruit and veggies look quite good over there. $10 a kilo for red capsicum. That's a bit overboard. I saw it yesterday for $8 a kilo. Talking about fruit and veggies, guys, I spotted some bananas yesterday at a fruit and veggie shop in another shopping centre. And these bananas were $2.99 a kilo. Beautiful bananas. Now Woolworths and Coles sell bananas for $4.50 a kilo. How the hell can Woolworths, this is Ivor's whinge of the day, by the way. Woolworths and Coles, you are price gouging. You are ripping us off in Western Australia, or probably the whole of Australia. Lift your game, guys, because it's not nice. $4.50 a kilo for bananas, where a small fruit and veg shop in a shopping centre where Woolworths and Coles were, by the way, is selling it for $2.99, the same bananas. Because we all know Western Australia's bananas come from Carnarvon up north of the state, and you might get some from Queensland, and we all know that there has not been any floods or any catastrophic weather in either of those banana grown areas. So Woolworths and Coles, you've got a lot to answer for, price gouging and ripping us off. Okay guys, so we're now in the shall we call it, the more prestige area of Dianella, because we were in the older area, and this is an area called Mont Clay. And Dianella used to be known as the television city of Perth. The reason being, all three television stations that are in Perth, Channel 7, Channel 9 and Channel 10, used to actually be in this area. And they've long gone. They've moved to their respective areas, some in Osborne Park, one in Subiaco, I think, another one in the CBD. So all the land over here got bought up by developers and it all got subdivided. And they created, yeah, you can see it over here, guys, Mont Clay Rise, this is called, in Dianella. And the land where these television stations were had some spectacular views of the Darling Ranges and the Perth CBD. And because it's quite high up over here, and you can see some views over there of some of the suburbs in Perth and the Darling Ranges. So this part here is quite spectacular because of you can see there's bushland over here. I don't know what they're going to do with that. But this is actually the back of someone's house, so we don't really want to be walking in someone's property. But all that area over there, that's not really the CBD over there. It's more outer areas of Perth. But you can see the CBD from this area if you go into another street, I think. I'm pretty sure of that. But as you can see, all the pretty flash housing around here, guys. And these are all million dollar houses over here in this part of Dianella. There's another area called St Andrews, I think it's called, and that's got spectacular houses also in there. So we'll just walk down the street over here and just sort of film some of these big houses over here and show you guys a different part of Dianella. So this is just that park looks quite nice actually. They've done that quite well. You can see that hedge over there in full bloom over there. Quite a nice hedge. And then they've got some sort of a shaded area over there in the park over here, and that's done very well over there. And we'll have a look at more of the houses. This is another part of the park here. These are olive trees here, by the way, guys. So you can come in here and pick some olives if you want, if you live in the area. There's a lady working in her garden over there. There's a house over there for sale. That's quite a nice house over there. This is the one here, guys. That's for sale. A beauty. Beautiful looking house, that. Very modern. There you go, Bowcott Property. And there's the phone number if any of you. It's a 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 4-car garage. Look at that house, guys. That's a beautiful looking house. It's a lot of brickwork in that, because those are not standard bricks. They're those very thin bricks. So there'd be thousands of bricks gone into building that house. And you can see the garage over there, the brickwork above the door. That's quite spectacular. So all this area here, these are all $1 million houses, guys. You'll get some good views of that, of the surrounding areas that we just showed you. You'll get some really good views. The only problem, what I've noticed, there's no footpaths here. Well, I haven't seen any. As you can see down the road there, you have to walk on a grassed area if you're walking along here. And if that grass is wet, you'll go home with some really wet shoes. So anyway, we'll try and take you to another part of Dianella and show you around there. So there, guys, we're in Dianella here on a high point over there, and you can just see the city through there. So there's another part of Dianella. We've got a mixture of old and new houses. So Dianella is quite a hilly sort of suburb. As you can see, it's you can get some spectacular views in this area from certain vantage points. And the people that have bought it in those certain vantage points, bought land, have taken advantage of the massive views over Perth and the city and the hills. So guys, the median house price in Dianella is for a house is 720,000 Australian dollars, and the median price for a unit is 430,000 Australian dollars. And the median price for land, if you can find any, because we haven't seen any vacant blocks here, is 500,000. So you're probably better off buying a median price house. Saves you the hassle of building. So the cheapest house that we've seen on realestate.com.au was 449,000 Australian dollars, and that's on a street called Coode Street in Dianella. It'll only be it's only a small house. It's a 3x1x1, and it's only on a 255 square metre block. So that tells me that's been subdivided, guys, and they've squeezed it in on a tiny block like that. And the most expensive house that we've seen in Dianella, advertised on realestate.com.au, is at number 1 Hustler Street in Dianella, and that's a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 2-car garage on a 685 square metre block. The gardens are absolutely shocking on that house. So for the price I'm going to tell you what they want for that house, they need to lift their game and fix the gardens up, because it is absolutely shocking. All the lawn's dead. If you look on realestate.com, this people wants 1,950,000 Australian dollars. The house looks okay, but the gardens are not good at all. So guys, in saying that, we might just wrap up this video here on Dianella in Perth, Western Australia. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, guys, as we're walking down this street over here in Dianella on this beautiful day in Perth. And you see I've taken my jumper off already. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.